Welcome to today's production of Macbeth. The play opens on a bleak and lonely stretch of land in Scotland. Three witches report that the battle of Macbeth is fighting will be over and by sunset. They plan to meet with Macbeth on the barren battlefield or the heath at that time.
When shall we three meet again, and thunder, lightning, or rain?
When the hurly-burly is done, when the battle's lost and won.
That will be ere the set of sun.
Why the place?
Upon the heath,
There to meet with Macbeth.
I come, grey Malkin.
paddock calls.
Anon.
Fair is foul and foul is fair.
Hover through the fog and filthy air.
The witches then greet Macbeth in his current title, Thane of Glamis, and two titles he is yet to have, Thane of Cawdor and King. Macbeth is perplexed by their greeting because he knows that both Thane of Cawdor and the King are still alive. Banquo, hearing such a good fortune for this friend, inquires as to his own fate. He is told that he will be lesser and greater than Macbeth, even though he will never be king, his sons will.
Speak if you can. What are you?
All hail Macbeth! Hail to thee, Thane of Glamis!
All hail Macbeth, hail to thee, Thane of Cawdor.
All hail Macbeth, thou shalt be king hereafter.
Speak then to me, who neither beg nor fear, your favors nor your hate.
Hail!
Hail!
Hail.
Lesser than Macbeth, and greater!
Not so happy, but much happier.
Thou shalt get kings, though thou be none. So all hail Macbeth and Banquo.
Banquo and Macbeth, all hail!
Stay, you imperfect speakers. Tell me more. By Snell's death, I know I am Thane of Glamis, but how of Cawdor? Speak, I charge you.
Two of the court guests have awakened, but then prayed themselves back to sleep. Macbeth could not say amen, and this weakness upsets him.
My husband.
I've done the deed. Didst thou not hear a noise?
I heard the owl scream and the crickets cry.
When?
Did not you speak? Now?
As I descended?
I.
Hark, who lies in the second chamber?
Donalbain.
This is a sorry sight.
A foolish thought to say a sorry sight.
There's one did laugh and sleep, and one cried, murder! But they did wake each other. I stood and heard them, but they did say their prayers and address them again to sleep.
There are two lodged together.
One cried, God bless us, and amen. The other, as they had seen me with these hangman's hands, listening their fear, I could not say amen. When they did say, God bless us.
Consider it not so deeply.
But wherefore could I not pronounce amen? I had most need of blessing and amen stuck in my throat.
These deeds must not be thought. After these ways so, it makes us mad.
Thought I heard a voice crying, sleep no more. Macbeth does murder sleep, the innocent sleep. Sleep that knits up the raveled sleeve of care, death of each day's life, sore labor's wrath, balm of hers minds, great nature's second course, chief of nursery life's feast.
What do you mean?
Still it cried, sleep no more, to all the house. Glamis hath murdered sleep, and therefore Cawdor shall sleep no more. Death shall sleep no more.
Who was it that thus cried? Why, worthy Thane, you do upend your noble strength to think so brain-sickly of things. Go get some water and wash this filthy witness from your hands. Why did you bring these daggers from the place? They must lie there. Go carry them and smear their sleepy grooms with blood.
I'll go no more. I'm afraid to think of what I've done. Look on again, I dare not.
Infirm of purpose, give me the daggers. I'll gild the faces of the grooms withal, for it must seem their guilt.
Whence is that knocking? How's it with me when every voice or every noise appalls me?
My hands above your color, but ashamed to wear hearts so white.
According to Hecate's wishes, the three witches have gathered ingredients for the spell. Here we see them blend together with a famous chant.
Thrice the brinded cat hath mewed.
Thrice and once the hedge pig whined.
Hark your cries, 'tis time, 'tis time.
Round about the cauldron go, in the poisoned entrails throw.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. Fillet of a finny snake in the cauldron boil and bake. Eye of newt and toe of frog.
Double,
double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble.
Scale of a dragon, tooth of wolf, gall of goat and slips of ewe.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. Cool it with a baboon's blood, then the charm is firm and good.
Oh, well done, I commend your pains, and everyone shall share in the gains.
This scene opens ironically with another doctor and a gentlewoman discussing a female Lady Macbeth. When the doctor asks the gentlewoman to repeat what she heard, Lady Macbeth says steadfastly refuses since there was no witnesses. Here enters Lady Macbeth with a lit taper which she has ordered to be constantly by her side. In her sleep, Lady Macbeth relates details of Duncan's murder and her husband's part in it, the murder of Banquo, and the Holocaust at Fife. The doctor tells the gentlewoman that the queen is beyond his help, and like the gentlewoman, the doctor dare not speak.
I have 2 nights watched with you, but can perceive no truth in your report. When was it she last walked?
Since His Majesty went in the field, I have seen her rise from her bed, throw her nightgown upon her, unlike her closet, take forth paper, fold it, write on it, read it, afterwards seal it, and again return to bed, yet all while in a most fast sleep.
What at any time have you heard her say?
That, sir, which I will not report for after her.
You may to me, and 'tis most meet you should.
Neither to you nor anyone, having no witness to confirm my speech. Lo you, here she comes, this is her very guise, and upon my life, fast asleep, observe her stand close.
How came she by that light?
Why, it stood by her, she has light by her continually, 'tis her command.
You see, her eyes are open.
Aye, but their sense is shut.
What is it she does now? Look, how she rubs her hands.
It's an accustomed action with her to seem thus washing her hands. I have known her continue in this a quarter of an hour.
Yet here's a spot.
Ark, she speaks. I will set down what comes from her, to satisfy my remembrance the more strongly.
Out, out, damn spot, out, I say. 1, 2, why, then 'tis time to do it. Hell is murky, fie, my lord, fie, a soldier and a feared. What need be feared knows it, when no one can call our power to account. Yet who would have thought the old man to have so much blood in him?
Do you mark that?
She spoke what she should not. I am sure of that. Heaven knows what she has known.
Do you mark that?
The Thane of Fife had a wife. Where is she now? Will these hand ne'er be clean? No more, oh that my lord, no more, that you may mar all of this starting.
Go to, go to. You have known what you should not.
She has spoke what she should not. I am sure of that. Heaven knows what she has known.
Here's the smell of blood still. All the perfumes of Arabia will not sweeten this little hand. Oh, oh.
What a sigh is there? The heart is sorely charged.
I would not have such a heart in my bosom for the dignity of the whole body.
Thinking himself safe behind strong castle walls, Macbeth receives the news of his wife's death. He takes a moment to comment on her passing without questioning how she died. His emphasis on tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow reveals he is still thinking about the future, but not as confidently as before. He is interrupted by a messenger and his news is not good. Burnham Wood seems to be moving.
The queen, my lord, is dead.
Tomorrow, tomorrow, and tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to day, to the last syllable of recorded time. And all our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty death. Out, out, brief candle. Life's but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing.
Gracious my lord, I should report that which I say I saw, but know not how to do it.
Well, say, sir.
As I did stand my watch upon the hill, I looked toward Burnham, and anon methought the wood began to move.
This is 4th period class, and we have one thing to say to you.
Double, double, toil and trouble.